Once upon a time, in a beautiful countryside, a mother duck sat patiently on her nest. She was waiting for her eggs to hatch. One by one, the eggs began to crack open, and out came several cute, fluffy ducklings. But one egg, the biggest of all, remained unhatched. Finally, the big egg cracked open, and out came a large gray and awkward duckling.
The other ducklings pointed at him and said, "Look at him. He's so big and ugly. He's not like us at all."
Despite his appearance, the mother duck said with a sigh, "He may not be as pretty, but he's still my baby. Come along, children. It's time to go to the pond." The mother duck led her ducklings to the farmyard. The other animals couldn't help but notice the odd-looking newcomer.
The duck quacked, "What a strange duckling. He's so ugly."
The hen clucked, "He doesn't look like a proper duck at all."
And the cat meowed, "He won't fit in here."
The poor ugly duckling felt sad and lonely. Everywhere he went, he was teased and ridiculed. Unable to bear the bullying any longer, the ugly duckling ran away. He wandered through the countryside, feeling more and more miserable.
He cried, "Why am I so different? Why can't I be like the others?"
Winter came, and the ugly duckling struggled to survive the cold. One day, he collapsed in the snow, exhausted and frozen. A kind farmer found him and said, "Oh, you poor thing! Let me take you home and warm you up." The farmer and his wife took care of the ugly duckling, but he still felt out of place. As soon as he was strong enough, he decided to leave and find a place where he belonged. Determined, he said to himself, "I must keep searching. There has to be somewhere I fit in." As spring arrived, the ugly duckling came upon a beautiful lake where he saw a group of majestic swans.
In awe, he said, "I've never seen such beautiful birds. I wish I could be like them."
Suddenly, the swans approached him and asked, "Who are you, young one?"
Ashamed, he replied, "I'm just an ugly duckling. I'm not like you."
One swan gently said, "Look at your reflection in the water."
The ugly duckling looked down and saw his reflection. He was no longer an awkward, gray bird. He had grown into a beautiful swan. Amazed, he exclaimed,
"Is this really me?"
Another swan smiled and said, "Yes, you are one of us now. You always were. You just needed time to grow."
The ugly duckling, now a magnificent swan, felt a surge of joy and acceptance. He had finally found his place in the world.
Happily, he said, "I'm not ugly at all. I'm a beautiful swan." And so, the ugly duckling found his true family and lived happily ever after, surrounded by love and acceptance. Remember, it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. What matters is who you are on the inside.